I'd like to share too, on behalf of our district, just thank you for your support of our amazing arts program. I think you know that something that really separates, we think, Reading from so many other places is just our commitment to a well-rounded education, and you see that on display tonight. We'd like to thank the families for all of your support, our teachers for making this possible, also for our staff for all of their hard work in working with our students, and most importantly, thank you to our amazing students. I can say I've been blown away walking down the hallway just seeing the tremendous work that our students have completed over the first part of the year, and seeing some of the live performances of our students is just truly tremendous. So a special shout out to our families, to our staff, and to our amazing students. I'd be remiss to not also thank Dr. David Mosier. I don't know where David is. Right here. Dr. Mosier, our K-12 Arts Department head, has really been instrumental in pulling this all together, and I know has been working tirelessly to be able to showcase all the amazing work of our students. So a huge thanks to Dr. Mosier for his leadership and work here. So without further ado, we hope that you enjoy the rest of the evening. I'm here tonight to introduce a couple of special groups. First, our combined 8th grade band for both Parker and Coolidge, and also our RMHS Symphonic band, who will be performing both separately and combined. So welcome to ArtsFest. We hope you enjoy the evening. And again, thank you to all of our students for your tremendous work. Thank you for showcasing your skill and your talent with us. We're all very proud of you. So we turn it over to our band. I forgot one more thing too, just the notes in respect to our performers also. If you could just please refrain from taking any flash photography. We ask that you also turn cell phones down to silent, and we ask that you stay through the entirety of the performance just to show our presenters and our performers the respect that they deserve. So thank you.
Hi everyone, good evening and welcome back to ArtsFest. We're very, very excited to showcase our 8th grade and high school band this evening. So we have Coolidge and Parker 8th graders behind me, and the piece that I'll be conducting is a piece that's been kind of 3 years in the making. We were in the middle of working on this in 2020 when we had to stop. And then last year we did a virtual concert and I needed to fill some time. So last year's Coolidge 8th graders played the second half of this piece virtually. But I love it so much, I really wanted to do a live performance of it. So it's back again for the 3rd year in a row. It's a lovely little piece called Celtic Air and Dance.
Good evening, everyone. It is great to be back playing and performing. My name is Andrew Norton. I'm the director of bands at Parker Middle School, and it's been a true pleasure working with the students, preparing for this evening, and especially combining with Parker and Coolidge. We love to get together, work together, not only with the students, but collaboratively with our peers, our colleagues. Our next piece is called Conundrum, and it is by Robert Sheldon. A conundrum is defined as a question or problem having only a conjectural answer. We hope you enjoy the rhythmic groove, imaginative textures, and percussion parts in Conundrum. Thank you for your patience. A lot of moving parts today. Our next piece is, our next group is the high school band, and it's been an awesome pleasure to work with them these last few weeks. The students have worked really, really hard, and their first piece is called Under the Double Eagle. Under the Double Eagle March was written by Joseph Wagner, and he's known as the Austrian March King. We hope you enjoy Under the Double Eagle.
It's been such a pleasure working with the high school band. I have to admit I was a little nervous my first rehearsal because they're so much bigger than what I'm used to, like when we see the little middle school kids. But they have been so polite and respectful. Rehearsals have been wonderful, and they've been so helpful getting things set up for us up here. A lot of kids took care of getting chairs and percussion ready. ArtsFest is wonderful on a couple levels. Like one, on the kid level, it's really nice to combine. You know, I like to see former students with current students. Also professionally, it's also incredibly rewarding. We're often very alone at our own schools, and many of us in the music department have worked together for many, many years, so it's really nice to work together again and have something to kind of, you know, do band with other people besides just band by myself at Coolidge. So it's been really nice. This is a wonderful piece called Majestia by James Swearingen. Mr. Mulligan did all the work. I'm just up here kind of showcasing the kids' efforts, but it's been a real pleasure working with the high school kids again, and they sound pretty awesome, so I hope you enjoy it.
right, our next piece, combined with high school students and all of our 8th graders, is you're going to hear an interlude for percussion and bluesy elements in the melody. This piece is just plain fun to play. Here is Groovy.
So we've only practiced once together as a group today, 4. We crammed all this rehearsal time in before we got together as a group. So I just want to give one more round of applause for the kids for being here, for working so hard. It's so much fun. So our last piece I love. So this is also a holdover from 2020. So we were in the middle of working on this for ArtsFest 2020, and when we had to stop, and this freshmen and sophomores were working on it at Coolidge with me, and I was super bummed when we couldn't play it, so we had to pull it back up and resurrect it. It's called Terracotta Warriors. A little backstory, so I should have written program notes like Mr. Norton. There was a Chinese emperor a long time ago who was buried with many, many small terracotta warrior statues to protect them in the afterlife. And what this piece is we're going to kind of hear a call in the beginning. Lucas up here in the food section, I'm going to embarrass him, is going to have a kind of calling the army to wake up with this beautiful recorder solo. Then we have kind of a transition, and then the Army's awake and they're off and running. And it's super fun. The kids have worked really hard. Tons of percussion parts back there. It's really exciting. I've really enjoyed working on it. The kids have again. And again, thank you for coming and supporting your kids in arts. We're just so thrilled to be back doing normal things again. And music without performance, we learned with COVID, is really difficult. So this is why we practice at school, and this is why we're here to showcase for you. So we hope you love Terracotta Warriors as much as we do. Thank you so much for coming. We hope you can stay and hear the 8th grade and high school chorus coming up right at 7 o'clock. So the kids are going to go back and get their stuff back in there, and they can meet you out on Main Street. And again, thank you so much for coming and supporting your kids. They do such a nice job. We love working with them every day. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Sarah Hardy. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Learning and Teaching here in the Reading Public Schools. We are so excited to have you here this evening for our performances. I hope you've had an opportunity to spend some time out on Main Street, seeing the incredible artwork, photography, sculptures of our students. There was even a theater production earlier, which was amazing. Just a little bit earlier tonight, we were treated to a band performance, and tonight we're going to have some amazing choral performances. If you can come back tomorrow night as well to see artwork, and we'll have 2 more live performances. What a wonderful 2 days for the arts here in Reading, so thank you, everyone. It's a round of applause. We're so excited to showcase our talented students. They're so hardworking, and it's going to be an amazing show tonight. I also just want to thank the families. We know students do not do this on their own, and that family support of their interest in arts and music really makes a difference. And finally, a huge thanks to also our talented staff for supporting and trying to enhance a students' love of art and music. We know it's such an enriching experience for them. And then a final thanks to Dr. David Mosier, who's here. He's our coordinator of fine arts, for all of his work to have these 2 days happen, which has been amazing. Tonight, for your listening pleasure, we have 3 groups performing. Our first group is Harmonium, and it is the RMHS contemporary a cappella group. They're an auditioned ensemble of 11 voices, and they perform a cappella arrangements of popular music from all eras. They feature soprano, alto, tenor, and bass, and also vocal percussions. They perform at major concerts and community events throughout the year, and the student rep for the group is Will O'Connor, while the rehearsals are directed by David Mosier. While the rehearsals are supported by David Mosier, the students actually are self-directed when they perform, which is pretty amazing. The second group that you'll be treated to this evening is our 8th grade combined chorus. They're a large choral ensemble. It's composed of 8th grade students from both Parker and Coolidge middle schools. Their respective directors are Jenny DeMuzio and Lisa Wistrom. And then the final group that you'll be treated to this evening is our RMHS mixed choir. This is a full-year curricular choral group. It's a foundational ensemble of mixed voices. It includes soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. They perform a wide variety of choral music, including classical, world music, American folk songs, spirituals, musical theater, popular music, and works by contemporary composers. The mixed choir performs at major concerts and community events, including Winter Songfest, ArtsFest, and Spring Into Song. Tonight, for respect of our performers, we ask that you silence your cell phones. If you want to take photos, that's great. Just please turn off your flashes. And we ask that you stay for the duration of the performance as well. So please help me welcome to the stage our first group, Harmonium.
One, two, three, four.
Three little birds sat on a window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Summer came like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls double dutch on the concrete. sapphire and faded jeans. I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead and let your head down. Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your head down. Sapphire and faded jeans. I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your head down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow.
Harmonium. We are the a cappella group here at the high school. And these are some pretty cool people, if I do say so myself. You're welcome. That first song they just heard was Put Your Records On. And our next and final song for you tonight is Canyon Moon.
See it to believe it. Sky never looked so blue. So hard to leave it. That's what I always do. So I keep thinking back to time under the canyon. World's happy waiting. Doors yellow, broken blue. Heard Jackie saying, go get the kids from school. And I keep thinking back to the time under the canyon. Be gone too long from you. Staring at the ceiling. 2 weeks and I'll be home. Carry the feeling through Paris, all through Rome, and I keep thinking back to the time under the canyon. I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going home. I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going home. Great pause in conversation. She plays songs I've never heard. An old lover's hippie music pretends not to know the words. And I keep thinking back to the time under the canyon. I'll be gone too long from you. I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going home. I'm going, oh,
I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home.
I'm going, oh,
I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Mixed choir is the high school ensemble. We've got a couple of pieces that we're going to be sharing with you. The first one is called Baba Yetu. It's a very interesting piece. It's actually won a lot of acclaim. It's quite diverse in the sense that its origin of the text is Middle Eastern. They're singing in Swahili. It's received acclaim as a video game piece of music for the video game Civilization 4, if there are any gamers out there. So it's quite a diverse piece. So we hope you enjoy this. It's by Christopher Tin. It's won some awards through BMI. It's a fantastic piece. We hope you enjoy it. So first we'll be hearing Baba Yetu. It also features a couple of soloists, so Reggie Junta and as well as Dio Georgopoulos. So we hope you enjoy Baba Yetu. The next piece that you'll hear, you'll probably recognize. This is the Duel of the Fates. So if any of you are Star Wars fans, this is from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This particular piece is featured kind of at a climactic moment at the end where Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul, yes, thank you, all right. And Darth Maul have their moment of battle. So we hope you enjoy this piece, Duel of the Fates. And that is our mixed choir, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and take a bow. Very nice job. Very nice job. I'm Dr. David Mosier. I'm the Reading Arts Department Head, Fine and Performing Arts Department Head. This is my first year here. This has been fantastic, working with these students, working with the students in the band programs, working with the students in the choir programs, working with our teachers, working with you all as parents. These are fantastic students. They are so dedicated, they are so hardworking. They are such wonderful students and presences to be around. This has just been a phenomenal experience for me and for them. It just can't say enough great things about them. So thank you for your investment in your children. Thank you for your investment in the arts programs in Reading. And I just look forward to many great things coming out of this group. So thank you again so much.
Good evening, I'm Jenny DeMusio and I am the choral director at Parker Middle School, and I am so delighted to be here. I know you've heard this from each of the conductors for the 6 o'clock concert and then starting for this concert as well, but it really isn't over the top to say we are just so thrilled to be back doing live music again and being with your kids and being able to sing in a group. And it was so different with the virtual concerts. We were thankful to have those last year and to be able to produce those, but singing at home in your bedroom by yourselves, safe to say that wasn't this, right? Yeah. So we're so very happy to be here. And I think it's exciting what a wide variety of music you've gotten to hear already tonight from all over the world in different languages. The piece that we are going to sing for you as a combined 8th grade chorus is a piece called Agnus Dei, and it is in Latin, and it is from the Mass. It's one of the major sections of the Mass, and it is sort of giving a nod to classical music at this point. So here is Agnus Dei, and we have a very special treat in that we have an 8th grader who is actually doing the piano accompanying for tonight, and his name is Brian Fernandez. So
Hello, I'm Mrs. Wistrom. I am the choir director at Coolidge, and I am so excited to be here. It is not my first year, but it is my first ArtsFest, so this is awesome. We're going to be doing a combined piece together. This is Lava from a Pixar short, so we're kind of changing gears here a little bit more on the pop side of things. But we're going to tell a wonderful story about two volcanoes. And we're accompanied by some of my fabulous favorite ukulele players, and a lot of them are from my Coolidge favorite elective ukulele. Special shout out. But we have some Parker players too, and we're happy to have you all. Enjoy Lava.
On the
Great. Thank you, ukulele players. Let's hear it one more time for our ukulele players.
I want to take a moment to thank you guys again for being here this evening. This is our final piece. We're going to be doing a piece called Why We Sing, and I hope you'll take a listen to some of the lyrics and some of what we're talking about here. It's a very meaningful piece. I think one of the amazing things that we've kind of touched on, but just the fact that we haven't been able to do an ArtsFest in the last couple of years due to COVID, I sense a strong buzz in the air that these students are really excited to be doing this live and in person and sharing their hearts and their passion and their creative expression in all of its forms throughout the space today. I also want to invite you to tomorrow, where you'll hear 2 other concerts that you can enjoy and be a part of, and that you can enjoy Main Street and all the visual arts offerings. But it's just such an awesome time to be able to meet together as a community, to share in our creative expression, to share in our collaboration with one another. And I think this song kind of expresses that joy, the joy that there is in singing, the healing that comes from singing, and just the beauty of us being together and enjoying song. So again, I want to thank you guys for being here tonight. I want to give a special thank you to our administration for being in support of the arts program here. I want to give a special thank you to Mr. Kevin Gersner, who's been running sound and lights, and the facilities department. Yeah, we can give it up for him. Also, all of our wonderful arts faculty who have helped put all of this together. This is not a one-man show. That's part of the point, is that we've come together as a community to do this. So I'm just have wonderful colleagues that I'm working with that you've been seeing tonight. Mr. Musio and Ms. Wistrom, can we give it up for them as well? And then I want to thank you for pouring into our students and allowing them to be a part of this arts program. Lastly, this is who it's all about, guys. So you guys know that, I know that, we all know this. We're pouring into our students and allowing them these amazing opportunities. So thank you, and a big thank you to the students for being a part of the arts program. Can we give it up for our students? We hope you enjoy.
Sound
Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful night.
Good evening and welcome to ArtsFest 2022, the first ArtsFest we've had in 2 years. My name is Sarah Marchant and I'm the proud principal of Coolidge Middle School.
And I'm Ricky Shankton. I'm the proud principal of Parker Middle School.
And the next part is yours.
We're so grateful and ecstatic to be here with all of you tonight in person to celebrate the amazing artistic talent of the students across the Reading Public Schools. We hope you've enjoyed the artwork on Main Street as well as the concerts last night. Tonight's special portion of the festival features the combined musical talent of our Parker and Coolidge sixth graders.
For those who have students who have been through the middle schools in Reading, you are probably aware of the strengths of both the performing and the visual arts in our district as a whole and in our middle schools. As students move through the middle school, we have the opportunity to celebrate a level of growth that is truly exponential. This happens in all settings, including the arts. You are sure to hear and see evidence of this tonight in this concert, in the 7 o'clock concert as well at the high school, which if you're willing to stay, that's an awesome concert, and in the hallways in Main Street where we see the wonderful artwork of all of our students. Special evenings such as this would not be possible without the support of families, such as yourselves, thank you, nor without the tremendous leadership of passionate teachers. Special thanks to the Coolidge teachers Cheryl Webster, Lisa Wistrom, and Sarah Doan.
And Parker teachers Jenny DeMuzio, Andrew Norton, Amy Ropel, and Judy Barilak. Okay, so we realize you're not here just to listen to us talk, but rather to listen to the musicians. So without further ado, please join us in welcoming the combined sixth grade band and chorus groups.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Cheryl Webster. I'm the band director at Coolidge Middle School, and I am thrilled that we get to show off our fabulous combined sixth grade band to you. There's almost 150 kids here on the stage. And what we've been doing is we've been practicing the music at our own respective schools and came together for the first time today at 4:15, and we ran through everything together and they sound fantastic. So sixth grade band changes quite a bit. Like once we get to the first concert in December, we're like, all right, we made a milestone. The second half of the year, we really start to work on musical expression and interpretation. And that means noticing in the music, when do we play loud? When do we play soft? Are the notes long? Are they short? Are they emphasized? And that's a skill that really musicians never stop learning, but we're just starting it with these guys. And hopefully you can hear some of these changes in the pieces that we're doing today. Our first piece that I'll be conducting is called Fanfare Heroica. We just thought it was a wonderful way to start off our evening with you tonight. Thank you. So I get to do the next piece as well. It's a fun piece called Rise of the Bladesmith. So it's meant to kind of showcase or kind of a sound like someone who's like making a sword and doing all of that metal work. We have a really fun percussion instrument, so you'll hear some clanging of metal, and what that is very old actual brake drums from cars when they used to have metal brake drums. We found them somewhere and we have them, but it's a really interesting metal sounds when you hear that. This piece is a little bit faster. We just do a little bit more interesting, and we have some cool sounds in percussion. So Rise of the Bladesmith.
Good evening. My name is Andrew Norton. I'm the Director of Bands at Parker Middle School, and it is a pleasure to be here back again performing in person. We are very excited about tonight. This opportunity provides us an opportunity to go to, the directors go to each other's schools and work with the kids. And as Ms. Webster said, this is the first time we've met together as a group this afternoon. And it's just so exciting. It brings the two schools together, and it's just a great opportunity. Our next piece is called Shepherd's Hay. The melody is an English folk song which was made famous by Percy Granger. He did a band arrangement of the same piece called Shepherd's Hay. This piece gave us an opportunity to learn how to play in a light staccato style, as well as learn how to do tempo changes. Here is Shepherd's Hay, arranged by Chip DiStefano. Our next piece is an exciting work called Furioso. Furioso is a musical term that indicates that the music should be played with vigor and passion. This composition was written to capture the never-ending energy of young musicians. This music gave us an opportunity to work on articulation, accents, dynamics, and more. We hope you enjoy Furioso.
an ArtsFest tradition that I get to do this year. We always end with the song, Let's Go Band.
Good evening. I'm Jenny DeMusio, and I'm the choral director at Parker Middle School, and I will echo the sentiments already expressed that we are so delighted to be in front of a live audience again and to be all back together again. Could we give the band another round of applause? You all know what your students sounded like in September when they started with their band instruments, and the change between then and now is just tremendous. And that is thanks to you encouraging them to practice, and also thanks to the wonderful band directors as well. So we do really want to congratulate them. And Mrs. Webster had mentioned about how a lot of the students do both band and chorus. And that is something we just love, that they are engaged in both, a lot of them. Now, not all of them, and that's fine. But they do have the opportunity to do that. And I wanted to show you that because what we do is for chorus, we rehearse every other day of the cycle, but the kids who are in both band and chorus come to us only once in 6-day cycle and learn all of this music in addition to their band music. So I wanted to point out, if you are in both band and chorus, would you guys raise your hands? You're in both band and chorus. And of course, we love our chorus-only kids too, but it just shows you how much these kids all work to learn the music in a short period of time. One of the things we like to do too is to do a wide variety of music, and you're going to see a little sampling of that tonight. We are going to start with a song called Siyahamba, and it is a song in Zulu and in English, and so it is incorporating wonderful rhythms as well. And so we have 6 great percussionists that are part of our chorus. They are also playing percussion for us on this piece, and it gives us such energy. And it actually is written to be with piano accompaniment, and we tried it a cappella, and they sounded so good, we decided why not just do it like that. So tonight you are going to get to experience that. One thing I do want to mention before we start is if you are taking any pictures, if you would please not use flash, just because the kids are looking out this way. That would be really helpful to help them focus. So please enjoy Siyahamba.
Hello, my name is Lisa Wistrom. I am the Coolidge Choir Director, and I am so excited to be here tonight. We've been together all afternoon since right after school practicing for you, and we're really excited to show you what we got. And we also are saving some of our MCAS energy, and we're going to save it for the finale. But I'm so excited. Our next song is a little slower, and this song is called Evening Prayer, and this is from Hansel and Gretel. Okay, now the energy kicks it up because we're ready for some Disney. We're going to end with Beauty and the Beast, Be Our Guest, and we have quite a few soloists. Soloists, can we step down, please? And I think you'll see what I mean when I say MCAS energy. This is a crowd favorite.
Ma chérie, mademoiselle, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you tonight. Your dinner.
Be our guest, be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round your neck, chérie, and we provide the rest.
Soup du jour, hot hors d'oeuvres, why we only live to serve. Try the great stuff, it's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes.
They can sing, they can dance, after all this is France. And the dinner here is never second best. Go on and fold your menu, take a glance and then you'll be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Ragu, cheese souffle, pie and pudding on flambe.
We'll prepare and serve with flair a culinary cabaret.
You're alone.
tricks with my fellow candlesticks.
And it's all in perfect taste that you can bet. Go on and lift your glass. You won your own free pass to be our guest.
If you're stressed, it's fine dining, we suggest.
Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest.
It's a guest, it's a guest. Sakes alive, we'll all be blessed. 1, 3, 4, we thank the Lord of heaven, napkins, rest and rest.
Dessert, you want tea, and my dear, that's fine with me. While the ducks do their stuff chewing, I'll be bubbling, I'll be brewing.
I'll get warm, piping hot. Heaven's sakes, is that a spot?
Clean it up, we want the company impressed.
We got a lot to do.
Is it 1 lump or 2? Were you our guest?
She's our guest.
She's our guest.
She's our guest. Be our guest. Be our guest. Our romance, your request. It's 10 years since we've had anybody here, and we're obsessed with your meal, with your meals. This indeed means the best. While the candlelight's still glowing, let us help you. We'll keep going. Horse by horse, one by one, till you shout, and now I'm done. Then we'll sing you up to sleep as you digest. Tonight you'll rock your feet up, but for now let's eat and be our guest. Be our guest. Be our guest. Please be
Thank you so much. I'm just going to pass it to Dr. Mosher.
Can we have one more round of applause for these guys? They're doing an amazing job. You all are fantastic. This has just been an excellent event to be a part of. Thank you guys for investing so much in your children's art education. I hope that you guys have been able to be a part of ArtsFest the last couple of days. I hope that you're able to make your way down Main Street and see what our visual arts have put on display. I hope that you were able yesterday to see what the drama productions were able to put on. This evening we had our elementary folk dancing going on. So there's just been so much going on these last couple of days. And these guys are what it's all about, right? So they have just been putting so much effort into this. They've been putting so much passion and time and energy, and we just want to thank you guys for allowing them to be a part of the arts programs. And we also just are so grateful for the administration in the district who's been so supportive of the arts. So we can hear it up for our administration. So thank you again, thank you guys. That was some really diverse repertoire that you guys did. It was a wonderful treat, it was so wonderful. We also hope that you guys are able to stay for our next concert, which will be beginning at 7 p.m. For our middle school jazz band, high school jazz band, our stage band, our jazz combo, and jazz ensemble. So if you can stick around, do that. If you're able to make your way down Main Street and see some of the artistic creations of these students, we hope you'll do that as well. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night.
My name is Kevin Tracy. I am the very proud principal here at Reading Memorial High School, and I welcome you to the last performance of this year's ArtsFest. I will share with you, I had the pleasure of watching the last performance and spent the last 10 years at a middle school. And I can speak from experience that the schools over the last 2 years without music, they just aren't fun. They just aren't. And I found myself sitting here, I hadn't listened to middle schoolers sing. And I found myself wiping my eyes and halfway through thinking, I don't really remember Disney songs being this emotional. So we have a wonderful show for you this evening. I would like to say, truly, the pride that we all share in the students over these last 48 hours. This is my first ArtFest, and I feel like my heart's grown 2 sizes. I think we all share in the pride for what the students have done, not only their talent, you will see talent tonight, but also with their perseverance. They've really worked through, I'm not sure there are a group of students who are as affected as our performing arts. And really over the last 2 years, they've had to kind of gut it through. And when you look at across the state, some ensembles and music programs have been decimated, but not here. Not here in Reading. And obviously, I first would thank the students, but I have to thank the staff. Dave Mosier, performing visual arts staff that put this on, and who have supported our kids through what has been a really trying 2 years, and now has finally brought us back to the stage. From all of us who love the arts, thank you so much for your support and for being here this evening. Looking forward to a great show. Without further ado, here is your Reading Middle School Jazz Band.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Holly Gallant. I'm the director of the Middle School Jazz Band. In front of you, you are seeing students from both middle schools, Parker and Coolidge. They all auditioned to be here, and they've been working very hard. They are a little nervous. This is the first time any group has performed under the title of Middle School Jazz Band since December 2019. So we're very excited to be here. I told them that if we mess up, that you guys would be really cool about it. So far, it's going good. So our first piece tonight is a chart called Listen Here by Eddie Harris. It's going to feature a few soloists. It is going to feature Michelle Shihanovich. Michelle Shihanovich on alto sax. Also, Alana Dorocas on trumpet. Tori Henry on piano. Ben Goldless on trombone. And then just because we're feeling really fancy, we're also gonna have a bass solo and a drum set solo. And those will be done by Ravi Finberg on bass and Alex Minnie on drum set. So here's Listen Here. All right, as the rhythm section switches out, we're going to talk about our next piece, which is called Night Shot by Doug Beach. This one also has a few solos. Ooh, we need to get a chair for Alex. Give us 1 second. Our drummer from the last tune is also going to have a solo and alto sax in this one. Then we will have a trombone solo from Elliot Albrecht. And then we will have a tenor sax solo from Monica Carpenter. Two more, guitar solo from Brian Hernandez. And just for a little fun, there's a surprise solo by Oliver Novoa. I'm not even going to say what it is, just because it's kind of fun. Enjoy. We were just as surprised as Oliver solo on Thursday night, and we thought, you know what, let's throw it in, it's kind of fun. All right, so. I also forgot to mention that most of the solos you heard tonight were improvised on the spot. So they are sitting within different groups of notes, trying to kind of stick within something similar, but also getting a little experimental sometimes. So they've been kind of getting creative, so to speak. So we're going to do a quick change. The middle schooler is going to come down and we're going to have the stage band come up. So give us 1 second. Good evening, everyone. My name's Holly Gallant. I'm not the director of this group, but I'm here. So in front of you is the high school stage band under the direction of Kevin Gallant, who actually happens to be my brother. But he had school commitments, so he could not be here tonight. So I was like, I'll hang out with my old friends. Why not? So tonight we are starting on a piece called Stompin' at the Savoy by Benny Goodman. And we have 2 solos. We have Claire Friedman on trumpet. And Alex Zhang on alto sax. Good. Right. Their next piece is called After Sunset by Larry Neek. And it's a ballad that features Alex Zhang on alto sax. It's quite beautiful. You're going to enjoy. All right, we have one more chart for you tonight. Last one's called Summertime, a tune you may have heard by George Gershwin. It's going to have a couple solos, Jasmine Burchett on tenor sax, Hannah Wiggins on trumpet, and Alex Zhang on alto sax. Enjoy. And Bowen. I'm sorry, Bowen. I blame my brother. And Bowen Willis on Barry sax. This group has actually only been working together since January, so they've really put in a lot of really great work. Nice job, guys.
Good evening, everyone. We are Swingin For Six, the combo at RMHS. Personnel, we got Ben Minnie on the bass. Evan Kerr's on drums. Peter Ricardo is on piano. Zach Nichols is on trombone. Owen Abruzzese is on trumpet. And I'm Wes Lewin on alto sax. That was Turnaround by the great Ornette Coleman. He was an alto sax player. Our next tune, I'm sure a lot of you know this from Sinatra's very famous recording, My Way. We're gonna feature Charlie Lloyd. So please enjoy.
Now the end is near, and so I face that final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets I've had
had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and can I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me, I did it my way. Oh, what is a man? What has he done? If not himself, then he had not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it Yes, it was my
That's it for our set. Up next is the RMHS Jazz Ensemble. So, everyone come up there. So, as I stated before, we are the RMHS Jazz Ensemble. Unfortunately, Mr. Mulligan couldn't be with us. He has undergone surgery and is recovering, but we're playing in honor of him tonight. We're going to do a brief sound check, and then we'll be right into our set. It featured Owen Magoon on trumpet, me Wesleyan on alto sax, Kevin Kinney on trombone, Owen Aberzizi on trumpet, and Dylan Walter on the vibes. So that piece was actually composed in the 1930s, so it just goes to show that this music never dies. It only grows, evolves, and is passed on through generation and reinterpreted for us to play for you guys. So our next piece is entitled Groove Merchant. It's a classic. It's composed by Jerome Richardson, arranged by Thad Jones. We hope you enjoy. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. So the RMHS Jazz Band ended up placing gold at state finals. And if you want, next month we're going to be playing at the Hat Show on the Esplanade in Boston. We'd love it if you came to watch us. May 15th. It's just a pleasure to share this music with you all. Thank you so much.
I am just floored at the raw talent in the room. I'm sure you guys share that sentiment. Can we have a round of applause for all of our performers, both on stage and off stage? These guys have just been amazing. They've been working so hard. They've been doing so much. There's so much passion in the music that you hear them play. I can listen to you guys play all night. This is amazing. You guys are wonderful. Listen to all of you guys play all night. This is so good. So I want to thank you guys so much for coming out this weekend to ArtsFest. Thank you so much for investing in your students. You can hear the amazing results just in the room. If you want, before you leave, if you hadn't had the opportunity to kind of walk Main Street and see some of the visual art that's been going on for the last couple of days, take a moment and do that. Take that stroll. There's some fantastic work going on there as well. Thank you for just a wonderful 2 days. Thank you for investing in your students' arts education. Have a great night.